and it's probably one of those that's going to make you curse your examiner when you see it, especially because we all of a sudden see fractions, and we hate fractions, don't we? Well, we shouldn't. Okay. Well, one thing you'll notice that this is going to be very difficult to subtract two consecutive terms every time, okay? Because I need to find the a common denominator and then multiply and subtract, and it's not gonna be that difficult. If you find something like that, just try to be a little bit more creative. So, for example, here, just deal with the numerator and the denominator differently. Okay, so treat them separately. So 16 minus 7 in this case we find is 9. And so is 25 minus 16. And so is 34 minus 25. And so on. So I see that for my numerator I have a sequence itself. So in the end, I'm going to find my general term, I'm going to find a general term for my numerator. Let's call it n little n, divided by a general term for my denominator. So just like that. Okay, so I hope I'm not confusing you with that, but try follow me. Okay, so what about the denominator? What do we notice there? Well, 23 minus 5 gives me 18. Okay, 41 minus 23 also gives me 18. And just to confirm once more, 59 minus 41, what do you know? Also 18. And I'm quite confident this will be the same. Okay, so let's go and find the general term for my numerator's sequence. So my numerator, let's call it nn. Okay, and we're going to substitute it back there a little bit later. But nn, okay, still an arithmetic sequence. Why arithmetic? Well, we notice that it's got a constant difference between the terms. So it's a plus n minus 1b. Okay, a being the first term, which is 7, plus n minus 1d being the constant difference, in this case 9. And then when I simplify it, I get 9n. 7 minus 9 gives me negative 2. And there is what I'm going to write in my numerator. 9n minus 2. How about my denominator? So do you see how easy this is? Show you I've struggled for hours. Okay. If you don't think creatively from the very start. Okay, so the denominator also constant difference, which means it's an arithmetic sequence. So n minus 1 times d, a being the first term, which is 5, plus n minus 1. Okay, we keep the n because we're busy with the general term, so we keep n, and my constant difference is 18 this time. And now this time I see, okay, 18n, if I simplify it a little bit, 18n, and then 5 minus 18 gives me negative 13. Okay, so 18n minus 13. And look at that. That is a very intense general term. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is not an arithmetic sequence. In itself, it's not an arithmetic sequence. But the numerator and the denominator forms an arithmetic sequence. But there we go. General term for this vicious thing.